Hello, it's Christine at Spring Creek Bathworks. I'm going to show you how I cure my soaps. I start out with these boxes which are free from Costco, and they have different ones. I like the raspberry. It's this size. It can fit 2 batches of soap, so it's one of the smaller ones. You see that? They have gigantic ones and they get really heavy, and I don't need that much surface area. But you get these free boxes from Costco, and then I use freezer paper, which is from my grocery store, which is H-E-B. So I take the freezer paper and I cut it to the size of the bottom. You see how this box has air holes on? It has air hole on the bottom and on the sides. So what I do is I cut a piece of freezer paper exactly to fit in the bottom. And sometimes I have to fold it a little bit because I don't want any of the holes to be blocked off by the freezer paper. And it's shiny side up. Let's see if I can bring you around. Okay, so what I do is I put it in the bottom, and as you can see, it is not touching the sides so that the air holes are not covered up by the freezer paper. So what I do is the kind of mold that I use, I can't put the soap up and down, it's too tall. See? So I lay the soap on its side, like this. I give it a little air space in between each bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars across. These are 1 inch thick. I'm making my second row. Okay. And then I have some extra space now. Usually when I make soap, I use my 1 loaf mold, and then I will do a couple of extra individual cavity molds. But I've been playing with discounting my water so much that now my 1,250 gram oils batch of soap, when I discount the water, I end up with just enough to fit in there and hardly any left over, like a half a bar maybe. So anyway, this is how I store my soap. The other thing that I'll say is, in the past I have written the soap name on the freezer paper, but if the Sharpie marker touches any of the soap, it was transferring the ink into the soap bar. So now what I do is I will put a little post-it note in here and say what kind of soap this is, and then what I also do is I will put a post-it note on the end, and just so I'm sure that it will stay on, I put a piece of Scotch tape and I write the batch number and the date it will be cured on. And then what I do is then I will take another box like this, and now I'm going to cut another batch of soap, and then I will be putting it into this box. And again, these boxes are free at Costco, and they let you take all that you want. I usually just take a couple at a time, and you take however many you need, and if they happen to get dirty or anything, you just recycle them or throw them away, and that's it. Reduce, reuse, recycle.